Girl, and today I'm here with Ozzy, and he is the 16th person voted out of Survivor Bloomsburg. So, Ozzy, how are you feeling today?
Good, happy to be here, I guess. I mean, I guess not happy, but yeah.
Alright. As a returning player from season 1, what did you learn from that experience that you used to prepare for Survivor Bloomsburg?
Oh my gosh, just shut my mouth. I feel like that's what my biggest thing was, is that I would get so into it my first time that I knew coming back this year, just play it cool, man. You don't gotta be so,
What were your first impressions when you met the other 29 castaways in episode 1? And who did you start to form connections with right away?
Ooh, okay, so, yeah. I will say it was very intimidating with the new going and seeing, because I think we had way more than last season, so going into this one and having so many people already against you, it's that was kind of crazy. But as soon as I got there, me, Lee, Tati, we were like this, and yeah. So I would say the first connections I think were Lee, Tati, and myself. We were kind of, because even when we were picking teams, I told Lee to pick Tati. It was pick Tati. He was like, who should I take? I was like, her. So I won that little Greek life duo all together in that.
In season 1, you found at least one idol or advantage in the game, but in season 2, you didn't find any at all. What was the difference in gameplay this season for you?
I was just trying to play low. I was really, and I think I did a good job at that. I didn't want to be the one to piss people off, you know what I mean? For instance, when Cam used her idol or whatever, that pissed that whole tribe off because they wanted to get her out, but the other kid left. So I didn't want to be that person being a returner. I don't know, and I also kind of thought there were bigger fish to fry, so I didn't think that I had to really get, this season it was more about coming back and just having fun and stuff. Yeah, no, I was chilling. But I also knew the people that I was playing with, if I was ever if I was ever brought up in a discussion where he is 100%, it's gonna be unanimous, I know that I had people that would have used their stuff for me.
Python dominated the first half of the game in different variety of ways. Why do you feel that Python had such a successful run over several episodes versus the Gator Tribe?
Probably the leadership. I think it helped that we had Lee as a team captain and he played before. So we kind of well, not only that, but if you look back, a big majority of our team was returners. So we had returners, and then we had a couple of new people that if, God forbid, we did go to tribal, we knew we were all just gonna vote one of those new people out. And then us returners were gonna stay together. And then also within that aspect as well, we had the returners, and then we had people that were in Greek life. Yeah. Either way, it went how it did. But yeah, so that's why we dominated the most, is because at the end of the day, we knew that it was gonna be a new person going and not one of us, so.
If you were to compare your original Octoraro team from season 1 to your original Python team from season 2, what are some differences between the tribes?
Communication, likability. Not that I didn't like them, but it was, I don't know. Communication probably. Because I feel last season, Octoraro, we were the underdogs that would win and not get sent. People get so mad about that. But with this season, it was I don't know. We were kind of the dominating team, and it just went, that's how it went. I don't think there's really any differences. Maybe communication, but only because we had so many returners on our team back that we knew how to play the game. So the communication was already there because we played with each other before, if that makes sense. So I would say probably just communication, but in a good way.
From episode 2, tell us about your experience with the challenges from the capture the flag to the relay and tug of war. What are the highs and lows?
Yeah, hats off to you guys, because that's what I was worried about doing this again, that they were gonna, not that last season was boring, but this season really gave that like agility, like, so it's like this season we finally had games where like you guys were interacting and like going back and forth, and you guys were just as exhausted as we were at the end of it. But no, I was hyped. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite nights, was the capture the flag. You know, I almost got sent home that night. It definitely had to be capture the flag, because I don't know, I got a flag. I got to show my strength and be like, yeah, like I hit the gym this summer, worked on my running a little bit, but like we kind of need those returners to like help us navigate and win if we want to make it farther within that.
How do you feel your gameplay evolved after that such a close vote between you and Dylan?
I knew that because the boys that voted against me were younger, I feel like they would, somehow, someway, I made them feel bad for voting for me afterwards. So, I think it worked out because I am older, I know how to talk, like I'm a comm major, so like I know how to kind of like switch, you know, how I'm feeling and how I need to talk to somebody, especially when they're like younger than me or like inexperienced. So I think me talking and staying back and talking to everybody, that's what really solidified me as, yes, I'm a returner, but like I'm here to like be friends with everyone. I'm not here to like stick with like that group. And ultimately that's how, that after that night, that's how I got close with like Zulli, Holly, Cam, Haley. Like I got close with that group. And I knew once I was safe with them and I was close with them, I knew I had a couple more episodes at least before. I kind of knew that I probably would make the merge because of that. I had that such strong group with them. I became one of the girlies or whatever, and I'm fine with that. Like,
you're part of the clique.
Yeah, if that's what's gonna carry me in to like get closer, like. Yeah, I was all about it. I was ready to jump on that horse. So I feel like that, it was a blessing and a curse, because then me and Holly got close because we were like, damn, we were both almost out of there. But I think during that voting, I went in there, I was like in there for a while because I was like doing numbers in my head. And I remember Lee being like, nah man, just don't do Holly, do Dylan, whatever, don't do Holly, do Dylan. And I was like, okay, word. So I did like the math in my head, and thank God I did do that, because if I would have voted Holly, I would have been out. So it all worked out.
So like the clique is all out of the game now.
Yeah, I want to say that Gianna's still in there. She was part. I kind of added her in secretly. We had our little moments. But yeah, I guess. But honestly, like I kind of saw it coming. But well, I guess we're gonna get to those questions in a little bit, so I won't get into it now. But yeah, no, they were really fun to play with, and you know, if I wouldn't have done that, I would have never met them. You know, like that's just a group of people that I probably would have never talked to ever. So it was cool getting to meet them and forming that little funny thing that they'll remember hopefully when I'm gone. So.
In episode 3, describe how the challenges that you played went for you. So that's the volleyball. Pinball, dodgeball, and flippin' dots. What were like the highs and lows of that night for you?
Oh, the highs was getting Tucker's ass out. That was my favorite vote. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I can't believe Cameron started crying. I was like, why are you crying? But it's because that okay, so like that, when they went in to go do the dodgeball thing, I kept a big collective of like our tribe in the one room, and I was like, dude, like if we lose this, like we need to get like if we're gonna make it farther down the line and we're all gonna be here come merge, we need to get rid of it now. I knew we were fine. I knew that I would get Lee on my side. The only three I knew I wouldn't get were Trey, Dylan, maybe it was just Trey and Dylan. Oh, Nate. I knew I wasn't gonna get them, so I didn't even go up to them and tell them like what the plan was. We kind of just all came together and were like, let's do it.
In episode 4, tell us about the Battleship Twister Challenge. How was your experience with that challenge?
I mean, it was what it could be. I mean, my foot fell because Tati fell, but either way, because how it went and how they were picking numbers, I would have been eliminated anyways. I held Haley out the whole time. I gave her numbers to say, and they were dropping like flies. So no, yeah, that was good. I wouldn't change anything about that either, because we didn't have to go back. We were good for the night.